Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to PES 2017 Mythbusters with your host, the Shogun. And today, I can't keep this voice up, shit. Yeah, I'm going to break down some of the kind of myths and stuff that's been floating around in the PES community right about now. Obviously, there's a lot of hype going on surrounding this new game. And amongst that, there's, a lot of opinions and a lot of rumours. Some that should be given more attention than others. But I'm going to try and address these as best as I possibly can. And yeah, let's just get straight into this. Myth number 1. The game is still just as fast as last year. False. The game has slowed down a fair whack. However, it still allows you to play quickly if that's your style. The people you've seen play the game have all, got relatively quick playing styles, especially after a whole year playing PES 2016. That's what they're still used to. But when I played the first build, I was able to really slow the play down considerably. And I mean, people like Sepp and Bardinsky will vouch for that. I've played against both of them. And I was able to slow it down to my usual possession game that I would normally play. That being said, I wasn't able to go and play the most recent build. So you kind of have to take my word for that, as, this gameplay that I'm showing you isn't mine. It's been given to me so I can make content for you guys. But as soon as the demo drops, I'll show you exactly how much you can slow the game down. And you'll be able to see it for yourselves. The main thing to remember, though, is that the game now allows you to play how you want to. It doesn't force you into a quick and direct game like PES 2016 did. But if you like to play quickly and direct, then that is going to be the experience that you're going to get. But bear in mind that if you're good at playing slowly and you want to slow the game down, that's exactly what will happen. So, just something to bear in mind. Myth number 2. The shots are still very quick. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. The shots are quite powerful, especially when you power it up a lot. And, there's no denying that at all. However, they've toned it down from last year, and it's more balanced. And they've balanced the game by making keepers more able to deal with the shots. So, keepers aren't hopeless to dealing with shots because they're too powerful. Yeah, they're still quick. And, shots on PES have always been quite quick and quite powerful. But the whole point with this is that keepers are actually able to deal with them. And there's a lot more balance in that part of the game than there was last year. And that brings me on to point number 3. And that is that the keepers aren't any better. They still concede shots in the corner. That's false and a little bit true, but mostly false. Just the keepers first. The keepers are definitely better. They position themselves well, they react quicker, and generally they perform better than they did last year. That being said, everyone seems to be expecting everyone to suddenly just become a brick wall and no goals are going to go in. Like, keepers are better, they're not suddenly superhuman. And as for shots in the bottom corner, of course they're more likely to go in. That's just football. Any attacking coach in the world would tell you to stick it low and hard into the corners, preferably shooting across the keeper, because that's when you're most likely to score. That's just the numbers, that's the averages. And any game that doesn't reflect that has made an error, because that is how football works. The whole emphasis, though, is on the fact that the percentage of shots in the corner that go in has lowered considerably, and it has to be a good shot, and that's the whole point. It's rewarding good play, not just nerfing things for the sake of it. The game hasn't just gone from one extreme to another. It's just more balanced. Shots are still going to go in, keepers are still going to make mistakes, but at the same time they're also going to pull off wonder saves. So it's more about focusing on the fact that the game's more balanced rather than the fact that, someone scored past me in the bottom corner twice, the game's still broken. There's some common sense to be had here. Number 4. Konami haven't listened to the fans. False. With every major update last year, they addressed issues as best as they possibly could within the same game. From slightly nerfing R2 shots to, you know, slightly boosting goalkeepers, um, you know, and improving player faces, as well as the other things. Not only that, the three biggest suggestions slash complaints from the year as a whole have been addressed wholeheartedly in this new game. Goalkeepers improved, long ball spam reduced, option files have returned. Like, I don't get this myth of the fact that they don't listen to the fans. Maybe as individuals there'll be some things that you deem more important, but they can't please everybody. But the biggest issues, they either fix them or at least make an effort to do so. And that's just my personal opinion. Like, I've met the guys at Konami, I'm aware of them, but like, I don't work for them. I'm a fan just like you guys, but I don't know, I guess I'm not quite jumping to the same conclusions as everybody else. But for me, I see the effort that's being made, and I guess maybe my history in game development and studies and that sort of thing means that I get it a bit more. But they definitely do listen to the fans from what I can see. The things that I see people talking about are the things that I see getting addressed on a whole. Granted, there are going to still be small little things that people aren't happy with. And, you know, if it's a big enough problem, or specifically if it's something game-breaking, that's going to get prioritised first. And that's just the way it is. There's a set budget, there's set resources, and they've got to allocate them effectively. Myth number 5, and this is the silliest one. There's a rumour that PES will speed up in the final update and it's going to change. Highly unlikely. Let's be serious. I don't know who told you guys this and came up with this rumour and the people spreading this rumour, but come on, don't give that any credibility until it comes from an actual credible source. Like, come on, like, who are you hearing this from? Like, if it's not coming from the credible sources, don't give it credibility. Like, Adam and Asim have both come out and personally refuted this claim, like, straight off the bat. So, you know, until the game comes out, we can quite clearly say that this won't be true. And, you know, honestly, you guys should know better. Come on, man. But yeah, that's it for today's Mythbusters. And, you know, as always, I'm on hand. I'll answer the comments as much as I possibly can, especially when the video first drops out. I'm normally checking the comments for the first couple of hours or so. So if you got any questions, if I can answer it and I know the answer myself, I will answer it for you. If I can talk to the guys at Konami and get an answer for you, I will do my best to do so. But, you know, holler me down in the comments. I'm there. I don't bite. And, you know, I'll try and give you, you know, a common sense answer for you guys. But, you know, these are the myths that have been going around. Just remember, give everything you hear, you know, listen and just take it with a pinch of salt. Yeah, don't just suddenly take it as gospel. You know, there are people out there that are going to want to spread rumours for whatever reasons, whether they don't like the game, whether they, you know, want to have an exclusive say on something. You know, the same way people do with transfer rumours. Just, you know, just take it with a pinch of salt. But until next time anyway, that's enough rambling from me. Take care of yourselves and peace.